Welcome everybody, I am Raetac and this is the Prototype 2 Castle Story. Okay, now what today I'm going to be presenting you is one of the workarounds for the save game feature. I have been able to save my games for the last 2 or 3 saves, and this is how I basically do it. Alright, now we're going to come to the main title screen. We've got the load game. I've got a few saves here, so I'm going to find which one I've got. Save the menu, I believe. Right, now be warned, when loading the save, it does take a while. Whether it's like loading chunks or anything, but the actual loading a save game takes a lot of time to do. And a lot of waiting, unfortunately. So be prepared for this. Here we go. Now, every time that you load up a save game, you will get an extra 5 bricktons. Now, there's not much you can actually do to stop that, except just live with the fact you're just going to get an extra 5 bricktons every time you load up a save game. Okay, now, another thing too, when you load a save game, your mines will pretty much stop. Yeah, I got a little bit of space there in my stockpile. What you can do to get your mines back up and running is select the mine area, give it do depth +1, depth +2. Now I don't have any bricktons working on this mine currently, so what I can do here is click one of these guys, right click on the mining area, and they should be coming over shortly. Alright, also, if you find your game's a bit laggy, press delete and it'll actually get rid of all the excess particles and your frame rate should actually get better. I just noticed mine was dropping there a little bit. So hopefully we can actually see some bricktons moving over to the mine, or not. So I'll just go back to the mine. Play, stop. He's not doing what I asked him to do. Okay, maybe depth +1. And outside click. Let's see if that kicks him into gear. I had done it before and it had worked like that, but it's not working this time around. You might be able to get it done, then again you might not. It just takes a little bit of playing around. All else failing that, just delete the dig order and do it again. Alright, but I'm fairly sure that build orders are not affected. So we'll just abandon that little lost cause and we'll get on to what I've actually wanted to demonstrate in this episode. Now that is tunneling. Now I've only just figured this out myself. So what we're going to do is go to a mine order. That's great. Create a new mine order. Here we go. Now we want to create a tunnel. Now, tunnels can only be created in flat surfaces, pretty much. So you click there, right. So now we've got the doorway to the tunnel. To expand the tunnel, I'm not sure if you need to have your sword selected there, but we're going to do it anyway. Then, I think it's left-click the yellow area down there, and it turns green. So then I think, do we click these? No, we do not. Maybe we click them. Okay, so we click the yellow area once, highlights the area into green, click it again and it expands out again. So then you can expand that out into any direction you feel like. Fair enough? Okay, let's get some of our bricktons over. Now if we click out of the area, that should save it. Get a couple of our bricktons and put them into the work order. Hopefully, we should see them coming over. Here we go. Here's Pong. some of these names that they give the Bricktons are quite hilarious. Okay. Oops, I better just... You can actually stop the day-night cycle just by clicking this button here, and it will freeze time. So you can actually make it stay night time, whichever you'd prefer. Okay, there we go. They're trying to crowd their way into that one little doorway, and off they go. And they're making a tunnel. So there's many different discussions about tunnels and mines. Tunneling, probably once you can actually do like a mine shaft down from like a large area, then just do tunnels underneath the ground, so you can preserve the top layer to work with. You can do that. I suppose you would gain a lot more crystals doing so. Right, now also I want to actually have a toy around with the X-ray feature. Right, now we can toggle the terrain flyby. This will change your camera focus to auto level to whatever land is around it. Right, then we can click the X-ray vision. Now, as soon as you go into... Oops, maybe I should take off the terrain flyby. And then we can move along there, and it'll X-ray inside. Hey, this is pretty cool. You can actually see inside of the mountain and see inside your tunnels as you're digging. So you know what's going on inside there, just in case you have a bit of a traffic jam. Yep, you don't really want traffic jams inside of your mines, that's for sure. Alright, so there's two little things that we've managed to cover here. The workaround for save games. Oh, another thing to mention with save games, listen carefully. When you open your menu, only press the escape key, then save game. I'm going to create a new save. Save as, I don't know, save the next gen. Press enter and confirm. Now if you press escape again, we can even just check it with the save game. It's right there. Or with the caps mistake as well. I don't know if you can actually delete saves. Who knows? You probably might have to do that manually. If anybody knows this and is watching this, please leave a comment down in the comment section. I get this feedback and it helps me think about ideas what to do for the next video. Currently I'm just building stuff, and yeah, I'm starting to run out of ideas because just about everything is covered that you can possibly do. This is going to be almost turning into a gameplay of just what crazy castle I can build. Alrighty, once you've done that, again, only press escape. Do not click return to game, or it will break the menu system. And then you can continue on your game, and again, clicking escape to bring the menu back up again. So, you got that? Do not press return to game. It is not your friend. It will do you harm. One other thing I'd like to mention. You see the shadow of your camera pointer on the ground? I noticed that right the way back, and I'm thinking, how cool is that? I mean, that's attention to detail. Whoops, I better take off the X-ray vision there. Let's go back to terrain, just to bring the cursor back up. Take that off, and let's bring that up a little bit. See the shadow there? It's more noticeable during like when the sun's overhead. You can see the shadow of your cursor on the ground there, just there. Fantastic attention to detail. Kind of funky actually. But anyway, enough rambling from me. I've been Raetac. This has been the prototype of Castle Story. Again, I'd like to thank everybody who's joined up with me in the last, I don't know, 3 days. It's been fantastic to seeing the response to this, and I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of people that's actually come in and actually subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very, very much. Alright, I've been Raetac. This has been the prototype of Castle Story. See you all in the next episode.